Alright, quickly here on the bench with a family of 4 reviews. We're going to go over this model Charlie Echo 80 Ultra HD 4K 12-inch dash cam. Yeah, that was a mouthful. Basically, dash cams are super useful. I spent 12 years on the road as a paramedic, and a lot of times we go to accidents, the cops would show up and say, hey, who's got the dash cam? And that was actually usable in court. As long as you don't touch the SD card, or nobody touches the SD card until the police get there, you're good to go. It's admissible in court in a lot of cases. So they're great for that. They're also great just for, we've used them in videos, like family videos when we're traveling places. We do time lapses of the video and whatnot. And that's where the 4K comes in, because now you're able to produce in 4K, which is, yeah, maybe you don't throw stuff up on YouTube in 4K, but you can certainly have a lot more editing capabilities when you're working with 4K. That's, of course, the larger Ultra HD format. So I'll open the box up. It's not really an unboxing, although everybody wants that. I don't know what the deal is with unboxings, but I'll open the box up to show you what's inside. There's a list of stuff here you can go through, and a little surprise for you if you give them a quick review. It came very well packed. Everything is well packaged in here for sure. Here's everything that it came with. This is the reverse camera. There's a camera that goes on the back of your vehicle, actually. I haven't set this up yet, to be perfectly honest. I have a reverse camera in my truck already, so I didn't need this portion of it. I just wanted the forward-looking camera. But you could plug this into your truck, and I believe it records full-time, like it'll record simultaneously. So that's it there. Comes with a power wire. You have to do a ground wire and a power wire. So when you'd run this to your reverse lights, and when your reverse lights come on, obviously you're in reverse, the camera would fire up, and away you go. It also comes with 2 extra straps for attaching it to your mirror, a little tool for opening plastic pieces, like, you know, the little plastic things on your trucks or your cars, so you can get these wires tucked in, a user manual, and then a bunch of little tabs also for kind of running wires, as well as a dash cam recording, yeah, that's what it says, sticker, so you can put that on your vehicle if you're so inclined. So that was basically it in the box. With all that out of the way, I'm going to run this in here, and this is it. I've actually put this screen back on. I'll take that off so you can see, ooh la la, you can see my camera, you can see the whole thing up there. Where am I? I'm in there somewhere. There I am. Hey! So, this is pretty cool, this little setup. I'm not going to lie to you. Two things that sold me on, well, 3. The price was not bad. I think it was a couple $100. That's not bad for a dash cam that does everything that this does. And by that, I mean the second feature that I really like, GPS. So this is just a little bit of 3M tape on the back of that. I just set that on my dashboard to see how it would work, and it worked perfectly the first time, like we were off to the races. So it comes with GPS. Now that's actually kind of huge. I'm not going to lie, I probably have 10 of these things now over the last 4 or 5 years. And this is the first model from Toguard. I'll say that again, Toguard. I love those guys. They do a lot of really good work. I've got trail cams from them, etc. Anyway, this is the first model from Toguard that comes with the GPS component. A lot of them require you to buy it separately, and that, you know, a lot of times that's $150 just for the receiver. So it's literally plug and play. I know this is a mess of wires right now. You take the GPS, you plug it right in. This is the plug-in for the GPS. It says GPS, so you just plug that right in there. And then this is your power in. That's just a regular USB, mini USB, sorry. Plugs right in there. And then you also have an AV in, so you could also put an audio video in. So this would presumably play some videos on that, I guess. The other thing here, if I can get it out, my fat fingers aren't very good at this, so I always keep a dime handy. There. The SD card, it did not come with an SD card, but I need to touch on this just quickly. So the SD card, focus, where are you? There you go. The SD card, I have a 64 gig here. What's important is that you get a really fast one. So this is an A2 4K Game Pro. Get the Pro version. That makes a difference. I had another one, which I can show you right here. This is a regular SanDisk A1, so a little bit slower, I believe, but not the Pro version. And so the camera actually shut down and said, SD card too slow, go spend a little bit more money and put something else a little bit quicker in. So I did, I went and got this one. I gotta say, it was like, I think $30. They're really not that bad these days. And now I'm off to the races. It runs just fine. 64 gigs isn't a lot of gigs if you're running 4K. So I have, what did I have, a dozen? I think I had a dozen 2-minute clips, and that came out to about 2 gigs. So you can quickly do the math there to figure out you're not going to get a lot of clips onto one card. However, if you're just looking for, if you have an accident or whatever, this will work fine because it'll just keep recording over and over. It'll loop. It'll keep looping over itself. So we'll fire that back in. And to get us powered up here, I'm going to unplug this portion. It comes with a cigarette lighter adapter. That just plugs into any 12 volt in your truck or car. I'm going to go grab a power pack and another mini USB, and I'll plug it right in so we can fire this thing up and show you some of the settings. Okay, and we're back. I've got my own separate cord here. This is totally okay. I've got a power pack that I'm also running my camera off of right now. I'm going to plug this into the power pack. That's just a 5 volt output, standard 10,000 milliamp power pack. And then the other end, which should now be juiced up, when I plug it into here, it should turn on the unit. Oh, and it did. Took a minute there, didn't it? Let's flip it over. What did it say? SD card something or other. Missed that. So there you are. This is, and there's me. Wow, good looking guy. So there it is. That's your screen. That's what you're gonna see. It's touch screen too. I forgot to mention that. Shows our battery is 100%. Well, there is a battery in here actually that will, when your vehicle's parked, what it'll do is it'll kind of, if your vehicle gets hit, it'll turn on and take a recording real quick to see if the bad guys are getting away. So let's go through a quick menu. It has a microphone on it, so it'll record your audio coming and going. It's only in 1080 at the moment, so microphone on, off, take a picture. So we're in still picture mode now, and we can go back to video mode, and you can stop recording video on your own, or you can set it to come on and start recording when you start your vehicle. So that's what that button does. Next one's in settings, and you can see there are a plethora of settings there. I haven't gone through all of them, to be perfectly honest. There are so many, but quickly you can look through them. We got resolution. So we're currently on 1080, 1080p and 1080p. I believe that means for video and pictures. So now we're in 4K. So it does 1080 and 4K. There is no 2K. There is no in between, no 720, etc. So the resolution is 4K or 1080. 4K is really awesome quality. I'll show you some video here in a second of that. I got about 2 minutes of video I'll put at the end of this. I had it on 1080 because my SD card wasn't working, but I got the new one now. So loop recording, click on that, and you have an option. If your loop, this is your video clips. They're going to be 1, 3, or 5 minutes. Okay, I've adjusted the focal or the f-stop there a little bit to help you guys with the brightness. I realized that was horribly bright. So anyway, the loop recording times are 1, 3, and 5 minute loops, and so that's the video clip length that you'll get. So we'll stick with, 3 minutes might be a little bit better. Record audio, that's on or off. G-sensor, now this is the one where your car, if it's parked and it gets bumped, it'll actually start recording on its own. The other thing with that is if you are in an accident and it's over a certain level of G-force, it'll lock down that file so you can't accidentally delete it. Parking guard was the one where if you get hit, it will definitely start recording for you and trying to get a picture of the bad guy. License, you can add your license plate description to this so that your license plate is on the overlay, the on-screen display of this thing. I haven't done that. Screensaver, how long until the screensaver goes off? Well, it's off right now, so it stays on permanently. You have the option of 1 or 3 minutes. I'm going to put that on. Let's do 3 minutes. So after 3 minutes, this thing will go black. It still records, but it'll go black. Video coding. So H.264, 265. Those are the two options. So H.264, 265, if you're not really into video, you wouldn't really know what that is. H.264 is not a bad place to be. Lighting frequency is 60 hertz. Currently, we can change that to 50 hertz, which is, I think, Europe. But we're in Canada here. I think we're on 60 hertz. So key voice, it'll talk to you. Speaker, you can low, mid, or high. There's high. It's quite loud beat. I had it on medium. Boot sound, that's how loud it is when it first comes on. You know, if that was a little bit quieter. Oh, it's on or off. That's it. Okay. Stream media. So yeah, through that AV plug, you can stream media to this and watch something on here. Languages, we can run through the languages real quick. We have a bunch of them. And my preference today is going to be English. Yeah, Japanese. They have a bunch of them in there. But anyway, I'll stick with English for now. That's my preferred language, setting the date and time, formatting the SD card, and then back to default settings. You can go back to default settings. It also has voice commands, so you can go into here and set up voice commands. So turn on screen, turn on audio, etc., etc. And it's on now, so I haven't used that actually yet with this. Might be a kind of a cool feature because it's hands-off for your car. We'll leave that on, play with it later. And version is what version of the firmware? We have the Toguard CE80 English 2020 1014. Why? Well, why not? And back to this screen, one more GPS test. So GPS is actually sitting upside down on the desk right now. I'll flip it right side up. I really doubt that we have any signal. I'm inside my office, inside my house. So let me click on GPS test and see what we've got. We have one satellite in view, number 26. So, oh, yeah, we're not really seeing a lot of satellites right now. So eventually it'll give, and see our accuracy is way down. It's 25 feet, so that's not great. When this thing's fired up, it'll give us our long and lat, it'll give us our azimuth and degrees, which way we're traveling, universal time coordinated, that'll flash up. So there we're getting 3 satellites, so it's coming in now. I'm gonna get out of here before you see my long and lat and come and hunt me down at my home. Time zone, we are actually 8 hours where I am here in, I'll give you the locations. I think it's Edmonton, Alberta. Speed calibration. So this will tell you your speed. So if you're driving and you set it on 50 and you notice that it says 52 or 54, then you can go and say, hey, it's 2 kilometers an hour fast. I'll set it to -4. So I'm not going to set that because it was actually really accurate. It was reading what I was traveling according to my speedometer. Speed setting. So in this, you can set up a warning. So if I say, anytime I'm over, let's say, well, I'm not a real speeder. If I go over 120, I want to know, because our local highways, we can go 110. So it'll give you a warning saying, hey, you're going over the speed limit, or you're way over the speed limit, or whatever. And the final one on this list is the speed units, and we can go from miles per hour to kilometers per hour. I am preferenced to kilometers per hour here in Canada. So we go back, SD card need to format. Well, you know what, let's do that right now. That's easy enough. Format the SD card. Are you sure? Fast format? Yeah, let's do it. Confirm. Shabam. We're done. Back to the main screen. So there we are. And oh, it's actually recording now. You can see the red lights on. So I'll stop recording. GPS has plugged us in. There's our license plate. We haven't put it in, so that's not correct. That's not my real license plate. Don't try to look it up. We're shooting in 4K. We've got the GPS location on there, and we're ready to roll. The time and date's actually still set, so that's pretty good. So there you have it. The quality of this thing is, I'm going to say, excellent. Really, really, really like this thing. Oh, did I mention dual microphones? So when you dump your audio in, you've got right and left channel. If that matters to you, it's a big deal. If it doesn't matter to you, not so much. On the other side, of course, we went through the power. You've got the TF card, which is actually SD card, as we call it. AV in, so you can plug in audio video to this and watch it on there. And then the, of course, this would be the power cord. So there it is. Installation couldn't be easier. You simply stretch these guys over your mirror, and this thing sits right in your mirror. The camera itself can change direction. It's really stiff, so it doesn't move easily, but that's something to figure out right away. Put this on your mirror, make sure that you can see what you need to see in the rearview mirror, then adjust this camera to go where you want it to go, so you can see a little bit of your car, whatever you want to see. The field of view in this is amazing. Not much else I can say about the actual unit other than if you're looking for a dash cam and you like the idea of a mirror / dash cam, this one is really, really, really awesome. So I wouldn't hesitate to buy another one of these. If you're looking for one, this is probably the best one to go with. And Toguard has a good reputation now. They're doing quite well. So there you go. That's it in a nutshell. I'm going to get off here because you're tired of listening to me talk. Here's some video with some pretty awesome music behind it. I just went for a quick drive in my truck during the day. You can see the quality. This is full 4K resolution and nothing's been done to it. No post-editing whatsoever. All right, cheers. Thanks for watching.